So what are some of the things that people bring up to me when they have a business? How can I advertise my stuff online in a way that's efficient or easy or understandable? And what I find is that most people who think that they're ready to advertise are not ready to advertise. And there's a few things that I generally recommend to make or improve before actually advertising, because when I'm talking about advertising, I mean paying money for paid advertising, which can be incredibly effective as long as you have these other things in place. So the first thing is you have to have a product, of course. And this is an obvious one. I would say almost everyone with a business has something they want to do or to sell, whether you're like a coach or a consultant or an instructor and you're selling lessons or training programs, things like that. Or you're selling a brand like clothing brand or sporting goods or some sort of invention that you made, which can be really cool. The thing is, they have a product, but you also need to ask yourself if it's the right product, if it's packaged the right way, if it's presented the right way, if it has the right descriptions, if it's understandable to your customers. One good experiment is to do free stuff. So you can do some giveaways, do like free classes, free consultations for friends, and just to get some feedback to make sure it's ready. So the second thing you need to have ready is a platform or a place to sell your products and services. Now, in the old days, and especially when I had a surf shop, we had a shop, a physical location, a place where people could find us. We had a geographical location. It was easy to find us. But nowadays, most people are trying to start some online businesses, and they need online exposure, and you got to have kind of a hub, your own little hub for people to come to. Now, it could be even as simple as something as your Facebook business page. I recommend having some sort of a website page, even if it's just a single landing page that explains what you're selling or what you're doing. And I would say about half the people I talk to that are saying, what should I do to advertise my product? They actually don't have this in place yet. They don't have their selling location in place. So think about where you want to hang out. If you like owning it on Facebook or Instagram or in other social media, that's one way to do it. I do recommend having your own proprietary website or page in case you get banned from one of the social media platforms for a number of reasons that can happen. Like a little website, and it's really easy to make a website. I mean, there's so many programs out there that will almost do it for you, and you pay like $15 a month or on up to about $100 a month. And this is really, really easy compared to back like 20 years ago when you didn't really have that. You had to have a physical location, you had to do a lot of physical stuff, spend even more money. So it's a lot more approachable and easier than it used to be. That's a good thing. Number three, what was number three? You have to have the customers, right? You have to have the right people. Not only that, so you don't, your product, your service is probably not something that everyone in the world is gonna hop on, unless it's like waffles and pancakes or something like that. Even then, you know, the real healthy people probably don't go for waffles and pancakes. You have to have the right customers. You have to know your customers. You have to be familiar with who it is you want to sell it to. And I recommend doing a client avatar. And this is where you do some brainstorming, figure out an example of your ideal client, like how old they are, also what are their interests, where do they live, what books do they like to read, and all those sorts of things. It's really important to know because you don't want to be trying to promote your stuff to the wrong kind of type of person and wondering why it's not working out. Actually, it's not that people don't want what you have to sell, it's that you're trying to sell to the wrong person. Okay? And the last thing, which is number 4, is the strategy. So I would say 90% of everyone who has a business, they have the other 3 things. They have the right products, they have the website, they have the hub, they have their selling location, and they know their clients pretty well. But when it comes to advertising, they don't have a solid strategy. So they don't know what's going to happen when someone sees an ad. What happens after they see the ad? Where's the person going to go to? Where are they directed to go to? What are they being asked to do? And afterwards, the follow-up is something that I see a lot of people they don't have in place. Follow-up is an incredible way to get continued business if you have a product that can be resold or upgraded, or a way to get referrals, to create fans and things like that. So a follow-up system like a newsletter is the go-to for the people that do have it in place, and see how they're doing, see if you can help them in any other way. Now, a strategy in itself is almost like formulating an entirely new business, and it takes a lot of expertise, trial and error, experimentation, and things like that. And if you need any help, or if you have any questions about the product you're selling, the customers you're trying to sell to, how you're trying to sell it, where you're trying to sell it, and then your whole marketing strategy, feel free to reach out to me. I love talking about these kind of things, and I do offer services that develop these kind of processes and manage them. So yeah, I hope this was helpful. It's really nice to talk to you, and have a great week. Have a great day. Bye-bye.